In this module, you will learn about the internal structure of the Earth. To understand the structure of the Earth, first, let's get a background on how the Earth was formed. It happened 4.5 billion years ago. The Earth then was nothing like what it is today. The Earth started off as a round ball of homogeneous, molten material revolving around the Sun. As the liquid slowly cooled down, the denser materials that formed the Earth solidified and sank to the center of the Earth, where they formed a metallic core. At the same time, the lighter, less dense elements were pushed out toward the surface, where they formed the Earth's crust. This led to the formation of the Earth with several different layers of material, very much like an onion. These layers are arranged one on top of the other. The outermost layer is the solid crust. Next is the highly viscous layer called the mantle. Below the mantle is the liquid outer core of the Earth. A solid inner core forms the Earth's innermost layer. The topmost layer, the crust, is the thinnest layer. This layer can be classified into oceanic crust and continental crust. The oceanic crust, that is, the crust beneath the oceans, is only about 5 kilometers thick. On the other hand, the continental crust can be as thick as 35 kilometers. However, considering the Earth's size, the crust is quite thin. Suppose the Earth was scaled down to the size of a football. Can you guess how thick the crust would be? It would be about 0.5 millimeter thick. The Earth's crust is at its thinnest in places such as the Rift Valley in East Africa and thickest under mountain ranges. The continental crust is composed of two minerals, silica and alumina. The combination of these two elements gives it the name Sial. The oceanic crust, on the other hand, is mostly made up of silica and magnesium and is called Sima. Did you know? When the Earth's crust gets ruptured, the hot, molten magma, ash and gases come out from the core to the surface of the Earth. This results in the formation of a volcano. The magma that is released on the surface of the Earth is called lava. The Hawaiian Islands are said to have formed due to undersea volcanic activities. The crust, however, makes up only 0.5 to 1% of the Earth's volume. So what about the other components that make up the Earth? Well, 83% of the Earth is made up of the mantle, and the remaining 16% consists of the inner and the outer cores. The mantle lies just below the Earth's crust and is 2,900 kilometers deep. That makes it the thickest among all the layers that comprise the Earth. It is made up of viscous material. The temperature and the pressure within the mantle are high, as it is located below the crust. That makes the material of the mantle very viscous, which means, although it is in liquid form, it does not flow freely. This material inside the mantle is more viscous than tar and is known as magma. It is semi-solid and can flow. Magma is contained within the magma chamber. Finally, as you go deeper inside the earth, you come to the core. The core consists of an outer core and an inner core. The outer core lies just below the mantle and is mainly made up of nickel and iron. This combination gives it the name knife. The materials within the outer core are in a liquid state. Considering how high the temperatures in the outer core are, can you guess what the conditions in the inner core would be like? It would be even hotter. The temperatures in the inner core range from 5,000 to 6,000 degrees Celsius. You may be wondering why the inner core is solid despite such high temperatures. The pressure in the inner core is so high that the material gets solidified. Did you know? The core as a structural element of the earth was discovered in 1906 by R.D. Oldham. During his study of earthquake records, it was the first such internal structural element of the earth to be identified. In this module, you learn that the earth is made up of several different layers of material. The outermost layer is the crust. The crust is classified into oceanic crust that consists of Cyma, continental crust that consists of Sial. The next layer is highly viscous and is called the mantle. The mantle is the thickest layer and forms 83% of the Earth's volume. The outer core is made of nickel and iron and is called knife. The material in this layer is in a liquid state. The inner core is solid and has very high temperature and pressure.